where I would come to rise above it all, especially when things got tough. I can't tell you the prayers I've said up here, the tears I've shed up here. Even I even come here to bleed sometimes, and sometimes I come here and shout, and sometimes I come here and holler. And the thing about that is, you can come up here and holler, and there wasn't all this construction in, and you come up and holler, and you're only talking to God. You know, all this prayer and meditation and dedication and ideation stuff, you know, that isn't going to make any sense until you do it. I've been very fortunate never to have taken a life. I've been very fortunate never to have gotten my life taken. I've been very fortunate to stay out of the system. And to do that, it required some self-control and a lot of discipline. You ever been in a situation where you felt something coming out your guts, and maybe you wanted to heave or vomit, and you wanted to escape a lot of people before it happened, you know, or running out of a building before you cry because you don't want nobody to see you crying, or having to step back because you don't want to do something to somebody. This is where I would come. I come up here and let it happen, right? And so this was my sacred place. I want to switch my Sergeant Carter hat over to my Uncle Melvin hat. I want to talk to you kind of like how my father spoke to me and my brothers when we became of age. I became of age, my father called me to his side. He said, "Son, you're growing up now. Pretty soon you'll take a bride." And then he said, I'm just kidding. That's a Smokey Robinson song. You know, you got this testosterone thing going. When you get to be about a certain age, your voice starts getting deeper. You get little whiskers on your face. So your body releases this chemical called testosterone. Testosterone is a chemical that's greatly associated with below the belt, but it's underneath your heart and underneath your brain. So your brain and your heart needs to control your testosterone. Wait a minute, watch this now. I wasn't planning on this, but this just happened. Okay, somebody put on some elevator music. Okay, now watch this. Uncontrolled testosterone power is like this. Okay, now, there's no guidance on it, there was no control on it, there were no brakes on it. So if it crashes, it's going to crash and burn every time without some kind of control. The social toxins, what I mean by social toxins, you talk about injustice, and some of it is legislated. When you think about the injustices that are taught in the schools by virtue of tradition, by virtue of the American way. It's even in some of the ways that we come against one another, you know, the names we call each other. Zoom back into my face one more time. This is serious. One thing that I've gotten out of my language, I've evicted from my language, are two main things. Referring to women in any way as B's or the W word, and the N word. The N word are words I just got out of my vocabulary. The N word, I want to take that on just for a minute. I got attacked a lot back in my police patrol days. I mean, I couldn't count the times I've been attacked by either race, white or black. And guess what word was in common in all the assaults? There wasn't less verbal violence because the person was black. You know, it didn't make me feel no better. Oh, it's okay because, you know, and as many police reports as I read, oftentimes, right, the thing that happened, the language that happened just before the assault was the N-word, whether it was white or black. I think we better come at each other with love, the spirit of Ubuntu, and engage in a way that we're going to treat each other well. The better we get our language in order, the better we'll treat one another, and the better results we'll have in our dynamic encounters. Bye.